Tonight, I look around, and to paraphrase the late, great Lou Gehrig, tonight I consider myself the the luckiest person on the face of the earth.
Paul, about 3 years ago, you walked into a bar on Fire Island and you stumbled out with gold. Gold disguised as a girl who had one too many margaritas and probably no shoes on, but gold nonetheless. Earlier today, I saw Barry talking to the bellhop at the hotel, and I'm fairly certain he invited him tonight. Because the Lift motto has always been, the more the merrier. And boy, are they literally paying for it tonight.
The Lifts are all about family, friends, and inclusiveness. Even the bellhop seems to have enjoyed himself here tonight.
When I was first asked to give this speech, or rather when I found out I was giving this speech by overhearing a conversation between my mother and her cleaning woman, I have to admit I sort of panicked. Not at the prospect of giving a speech per se, but more so at the prospect of having to write a speech about Paul. But right after this sudden urge of anxiety, I felt a comforting serenity wash over me. And I realized that when you have a subject who is as gregarious and effusive and outgoing as Paul Skolnick, when you've got a wide open book like this guy, the speech practically writes itself. Of course, I'm kidding. This is the single most difficult task of my life, and I studied 14 years to be an endovascular neurosurgeon.
Paul, your parents have instilled in you the values that have captured my daughter's heart. Your kindness, your goodness, your love of family, your Judaism, your politics, we will work on that. And mostly your love for my daughter are all ingredients and a recipe for a very happy, successful marriage. Paul, today you have married a handful. But let's toast and know it is a handful of good times, good health, good wealth, great love, and great memories you two will create together.
You look so pretty. You look so beautiful. Oh my God, we finally arrived at this day. You guys look great.
From my mouth to God's ears, from the Lifts, L'chaim, to life, I love you both.
Welcome, family and friends. We are gathered here at a time of happiness at this beautiful location to witness, share, and celebrate the marriage of Stephanie and Paul, the love for each other, and their decision to make the lifelong commitment of marriage to each other. So to you, Stephanie and Paul, as you stand underneath the chuppah, we begin this ceremony that marks the beginning of your life together as a new family.
I'd just like to say that as we get older, our social circles usually shrink, unless you're a Lift. In that case, every person you've ever exchanged a sentence with eventually ends up at, well, your wedding. Let's raise a glass to the happy couple. I love you. I'm wishing you all the things, and I'm so happy for you tonight and always. To the Lifts and Skolnicks on this beautiful occasion for your families, to Lift, to life, L'chaim.
I am an only child, but Stephanie has become like my sister. She hails from Ohio, but of course New York is her city. She is more of a New Yorker than me. She's more of a New Yorker than anyone I've ever known. She loves culture and the avant-garde. She is smart, ambitious, opinionated, hard-charging, and assertive. But she, like anyone else, needs support and strength and love. And she's going to get it from Paul Liff Skolnick. Cooper. Maybe at times unsung, but I'm 100% assured of it. And for that, I'm grateful. And I'm very happy to welcome you as my pseudo-brother-in-law. Steph and Paul, may you know nothing but health, happiness, and love. Mazel tov.
So we go, uno, dos, tres, boom, mazel tov! And for the very first time, let us welcome Mr. and Mrs. Paul Skolnick!